You're driving on a highway and traffic begins to slow down, and you can see all around you you're about to be in a bumper to bumper traffic jam. And if you're like most people, you look around and you start to get frustrated because you have no idea how long this will last. Now, if you can see way ahead, maybe you can tell this is going to go on forever. But when you can't see way ahead, you have no idea how long you're going to be stuck there. Is this a mile? Is it more? Do you need to figure out other options? Today, I want to talk about the importance of mapping your journey. Welcome to Everyday a New Thought. I'm Thor Chalgren, and every day I bring you a new thought perspective. Today, I want to talk about mapping the process, how having a visual picture in your mind can help make the journey easier. In the beginning, I talked about that idea of being in traffic. And of course, now most of us have smartphones, so we might be able to see how long this traffic jam will last. But if you don't have your phone with you, or maybe you haven't mapped out the journey, or think back to before you had that option, before Waze could tell you how long this is going to be, do you remember what that was like, where you would slow down, come to a stop, and you had no idea how long this was going to be? Was it going to be an hour? Was it going to be 10 minutes? Maybe it was only a mile ahead and then it would speed up again and then you could relax. Do you remember what that felt like if you knew that it was only a half a mile, or you knew it was only a mile, or maybe it was only going to be 5 minutes? You thought of that time differently than you did when you had no idea how long it was going to be. So before smartphones and smart apps could tell us, we didn't know how long that slowdown would be. Our imaginations could run wild. Like we'd think, oh, this is going to be forever. But now we know because we have a map of the process. We can do the same thing with whatever we're working on. Instead of thinking of a project or a goal or the purpose as being this open-ended thing that could go on indefinitely or forever, have a map of what it looks like so that your mind doesn't have the opportunity to play tricks with you. You can create a map, a document that shows what are the major steps along the way of whatever journey you are on. So whether you're working on a project or something that's a goal that you want to achieve, when you can create milestones that tell you how long you'll be on that journey, it prevents your mind from thinking this will go on forever, like you feel when you're on the highway. I talk about the idea of a 2-month purpose, which is something where you can say, I want to, for 2 months, set a goal to do something that I can start at the beginning and finish and reach a stage of completion. So for instance, you might say, I want to go from sitting on the couch to running a 5K race. So couch potato to 5K. And I'm going to do that in 2 months. And I can look at a map and say, I know that I need to have this many runs. And at this point, halfway through, I will have done this. At 3/4 of the way through, I will have done this. You see how doing something where you map it out and you have a sense of what it's going to take allows you to feel more relaxed along the journey, because you're not thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to do all of this stuff and when will it ever end? If that sounds interesting to you, I've created a 4-part training series that in video 4, I talk about the 2-month purpose in a lot more detail, and I give you some examples of 2-month purposes that you might consider adopting. This training series is free. I put the link in the show description below. So check that out. You'll get a new video from me every single day. It's a short video, about 7 minutes. Watch that. And then I've got some exercises that you can do that take you through the process of deciding how to put yourself first, how to decide for yourself what might be a 2-month purpose for you. Bottom line, it's easier to start something when you can see the end. So don't be that person stuck in traffic wondering when this will ever end. Map out your journey, know where you're going, and be happy on the way getting there. That's the show for today. I hope you liked this episode. If you did, please hit like if you're watching YouTube. If you're listening to the podcast, please subscribe or follow the show on your favorite podcast app. Until next time, thanks for watching.